Hello, I'm Joe Barks. Welcome to The Road Ahead, brought to you by Club Resort Business, Club Resort Chef, and the Club Resort Chef Association. Today's episode is sponsored by the food service division of Bush's Best Beans. Bush's Best was founded in 1908 by A.J. Bush in Chestnut Hill, Tennessee, and it has since grown into the nation's leading brand of quality canned beans by building on the principle that the only way to do things is the right way. Today's Bush's Best is the preferred brand among consumers with 91% retail awareness. Consequently, it's the brand they expect to find in your establishment. Not only does serving Bush's beans help to build your business, it also improves customers' perception of your establishment. Research has shown that 86% of diners prefer Bush's Best baked beans at their favorite restaurant, and that 51% are more likely to visit an establishment if Bush's Best baked beans are on the menu. Additionally, 55% are willing to pay more for a meal if it includes Bush's Best baked beans, and 55% would prefer Bush's Best baked beans over other sides such as fries, chips, pretzels, mashed potatoes, rice, salad, or veggies. While best known for its secret family recipe baked beans, the Bush's Best product portfolio also includes many other bean varieties, as well as snack chips, chili starter, and the new blended burger. Visit bushbeansfoodservice.com to learn about the entire line of Bush's Best bulk bean products, get recipes and menu ideas, and see how you can always bring your best beans forward with front-of-the-house branding for your operation. For today's episode, highlighting how clubs are moving forward to create successful new programs, events, and amenities that enhance the member experience, we're going to look at how the team at the club at Keowee Key in Salem, South Carolina is continuing to build and develop a thriving food and beverage operation. With us today are the club's marketing director, Christine DeVlaming, and Mary Davis, director of food and beverage. Thank you both for giving us a few minutes today. And maybe, Christine, you could start by giving us a quick history and overview of the property and the club.
Sure. Thanks, Joe. I'm grateful to be here with you. Keowee Key is a 50-year-old community next year in 2022. About the time of our 45th anniversary, we began planning a major amenity update to the tune of about $14 million. And that spanned 2017 to 2019. The club represents about half of this investment. It's completely modernized on the same footprint, but we've added features and services requested directly by our members, such as our covered bar porch that overlooks the 18th hole. Our beautiful Vista ballroom for large events has floor-to-ceiling windows to bring the outdoors inside, and the facility opens onto stunning views with outdoor seating.
So, Mary, I understand there's been a lot of steady advancement for food and beverage there in recent years, even with the challenges you've had with all the renovations and then the pandemic. What are some of the highlights of what you've achieved, and how have you continued to move the F&B program forward despite all these disruptions?
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Joe, for having us today. You know, this all started back in about 2016. Our board of directors appointed various different kinds of focus groups to assess the needs of our community and what they wanted to see in the club. We have a little over 3,000 members, so we really wanted to hear from what our members had to say. Long story short, we transformed the club, as Christine said. We now have 2 full-service restaurants and a premier event venue on property. In the almost 2 years of renovations, we managed to stay open almost the entire time. We were closed for maybe a total of about 7 days throughout the entire renovation process. The rest of the time, members continued to have a venue to dine and to socialize. And once we reopened, there was no stopping us. For about 7 months, our fully trained and capable staff, they were just killing it. Then the pandemic hit, and just like the rest of the world, we came to a screeching halt. So we were open for lunch on March 16th. Then we closed for dinner. March 17th, we closed. And on March 18th, we reopened with a very well thought out takeout process. Throughout 2020, we served approximately 87,000 meals. That's between dining in and taking it out. We got creative with doing drive-in movies. We purchased a large blow-up screen and invited our members to park. We would close off parts of our parking lot, and we would sell popcorn and drinks and deliver it to the car. We did curbside service. We were averaging about 200 to 300 meals per night with our curbside delivery. And then we were also doing themed dinners. So we would do a nice Italian dinner or a nice French dinner, and then keep it casual with various barbecue dinners. However, the real superstars through all of this was our staff. We had a solid core of employees that stuck with us through the renovation and then through COVID. there was no telling what they were asked to do from one day to the next. And they just did an amazing job. They were moving and shaking and rolling with the punches through the uncertainties of the last 4 to 5 years.
Well, with how robust that takeout program became, is that something you still see being an important and growing part of your F&B program, even as more people are back dining at the club?
Absolutely. You know, our in-dining has really taken off, particularly since so many people have received both of their vaccinations. Our dining rooms have been busy, but our takeout continues to be busy. We've seen a little dip, but not drastic. You know, I think it's going to be a new way of life for all of us. We've learned this new convenience of takeout where you can have this delicious meal and sit in your comfy PJs in your comfy home, and you don't have to cook. So I think it's going to be a way of life for all of us, but particularly here at the club, I think we'll continue to see takeout being so big and so popular.
And I know you told me your chef took some time while things did slow down a little bit to prepare for the certified executive chef designation. How's that going to benefit your culinary program?
He did. You know, Chef Shane, he's our executive chef. He's been executive chef here for about 17 years. And total as an executive chef, he's been for about 25 years working at some other restaurants in downtown Greenville. You know, he's a very well-versed chef. He's capable of doing a wide range of culinary techniques and style of cooking. However, these classes just pretty much help sharpen his skills, particularly as a culinary professional, but more as a leader. You know, in today's day and time with the staff that we have coming in, they have a new need of what they're looking for in the work environment. So Chef learned some of these skills and he's using it to make just an even stronger culinary team that we have.
Well, I know we've featured in a lot of our articles that so much of the club life at Keowee Key revolves around making the most of that great property you have there that we can see behind you and all the recreational activities that can be enjoyed there. How's your F&B program try to be as much part of that as you can?
Absolutely. You know, we try anywhere I can stick my nose, we're there. So if it means we're doing a wine and nine on the golf course where we do 9 holes of golf and 4 of those have appetizers and wine, to doing catering at the tennis and pickleball courts or cookouts at the pools, we will go wherever we can. The best part is that we have so many groups in this community. I tell people when they're looking for a place to move to, there is a group and an activity for you. And if there's not, there's a group of members willing to try it. So all of these groups utilize the club. So we're having an event coming up at the end of April. We're calling it a Social Club Recruit Day. And we're inviting all of our clubs from dance club, wine club, garden club, all of our golf leagues. They'll all set up a booth and they will be inviting our current members, our new members, and the members that have been here for 20 years, trying to recruit them to joining the various clubs that will in turn socialize here at the club throughout the year. So it's a win-win for all of us.
Great. Well, Christine, how has all this growth on the F&B side helped marketing the club at Keowee Key to new prospective members and with enhancing the engagement and experience of existing members?
Well, Joe, as you can imagine, the community now sells itself amazingly fast. It's a great value for the cost of living here. Homes have been selling before they're even listed, as folks are moving out of the cities to rural spots and enjoy the lake life here. In fact, we turned over about 300 new members per year. About a third of our population is new. Our newest members are younger in average age and have some modern requests. So we have great plans to expand offerings to meet the needs of our membership by adding more variety and price points. We actually just renovated club parking to add 46 new spaces this year to accommodate larger events and multiple events with ease. We constantly seek feedback from membership and engage them in surveys to keep in touch with changing needs. One thing we're thinking about in the backdrop here might be an herb garden behind the lawn club that can bring fresh herbs to the plate and hopefully a few more edible garnishes too.
Nice. So going forward, what other opportunities do you both see for creating new growth and distinction in Keowee Key's culinary program? I know Greenville's a hot foodie town, right? So you've got a lot of competition there.
It really is. We've partnered up with a couple of schools in the area, and we have internships available from some of the areas, and a lot of those cooks end up staying with us. So that's a great opportunity for us.
Also in this region, we're just looking at events and possibilities from the outside for new. And we had started off possibly doing more events like weddings and social groups and business meetings when COVID hit. So that's something that we hope to get back on track with.
And you have the facilities now to handle a lot of that, right?
That's right.
Well, great. Thank you both for sharing all these insights with us, and congratulations on all you've been able to achieve. And we'll look forward to hearing about your continued progress, not only with food and beverage, but all aspects of the operation at the club at Keowee Key. Thanks again. Once again, this has been The Road Ahead, brought to you by Club Resort Business, Club Resort Chef, and the Club Resort Chef Association. And today's episode was sponsored by Bush's Best. If you have a great idea or success story you'd like to see featured on a future episode of The Road Ahead, please contact us at editor@clubresortbusiness.com.